Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Yulia and today we're going back to our favorite series. Today we're gonna learn how to pose with a handbag. I brought you a bunch of different handbags and I'm gonna show you all the varieties of how to pose with a handbag. And this is a continuation of a whole series of how to pose. If you haven't seen that series, please make sure to check description down below to find a full playlist on how to pose. Here, I'm gonna add my favorite episode. So, let's get started. Just recently, I came back from a photo shoot for a pretty famous designer of US. It's called Vera Bridley. They are pretty famous here and they do very specific bags. I mean, the bags are pretty normal in terms of like the size, the shape and everything, but they have a very cool and very different patterns. I mean, I personally like it. I think it's a very different way of bags, but you know, everyone has its own taste. And most of the items that we were shooting were actually backpacks. I brought you my own backpack to show you how exactly to work with it and what to do and how to pose with a backpack. Let's do it. Obviously, one of the most simplest way is to hold backpack but its top handle and have it on the side of your body. Obviously, you can't see it like that, so you should do a three-quarter. Three-quarter position here is the best. Using a step that we learned multiple times in my previous series is the key. And honestly, swinging a little bit would always make your backpack looks pretty nice. Just like that, a little step. You can definitely also try just standing with it without any crazy movement. Just have it on the side of you and mostly face it to the camera. Also, remember, where is your light located? My main light is located on camera left today. That means I'm gonna be twisting my back towards the light at most cases. The next position that I wanna show you is probably holding on the bottom of your backpack. If it's a bigger version, it would be harder to do it, but honestly, just resting on your hand is a very good way to show the backpack. You can always place your empty hand on top of it, maybe hold the handle, and you can do the same positions, nothing very specific. Steps are really good, so just do the moment. Then, of course, you can do the placement right in the middle. That's a very cool, very edgy way of making the backpack look good. So I would place it right in the middle, have pretty strong pose, hold it with both hands, and it always looks nice and sophisticated. The last and probably the most important position for a backpack is a putting on your shoulder. The best way to see your face and the backpack is by putting on one shoulder. But the smaller the backpack, the easier it is to cover with your elbow. Don't do so. Try to place your hand down below, or if you have pockets, you can definitely use them. Then you will be able to show the backpack perfectly. But if you have a bigger size of a backpack, you can definitely hold it by the strap. Don't pull it too much so you don't ruin the shape of the strap, and just have it on your back. Same thing, you can face it to the side or you can face it to the camera, but make sure you're always facing the backpack towards the light. Same thing, you can do the step, you can just stand, you can cross your hands, put one hand down. Very easy movement, nothing special. Let's go to the second one. The second bag I want to show you, it's going to be a clutch. Clutch-like. I didn't have a perfect clutch for this scenario, but this one is actually a great example because I'm going to show you two different versions. So clutch with a little strap is a great alternative. I did have multiple bags with a small tiny strap on top, and the size of the bag here was different, but honestly, very easy to do it, very easy to think of. Same thing, you hold it in your hands, a bit on the side, a swing, a great position. Then another way is to hold with your both hands. Probably you've heard about holding something in your hands while posing, but then having nothing. So it's a very classical position where you just place your hands in the middle and kind of just hold your fingers. Same thing with this bag. You just place it right in the middle and you kind of holding it. You can easily change the way your hand is placed, but honestly, it's not that hard. So just make it as natural as possible. Relax your fingers. Make sure they look nice and elongated, just like an Asian fan. And the last position would be definitely the position on your elbow. Same thing. You can place your hand in your hair, so then the bag will come up. Then you can place it to the side, very easy, turn around, and as well, use your pockets if you have them. The bag is pretty visible and versatile. The last thing that I want to show you is the clutch version. Let's pretend you have a clutch. You can hold the clutch with both hands, but it's probably the least recommended position to hold a clutch. But definitely still useful. You can definitely do it, don't be afraid. Then another position that I would recommend personally is to hold the clutch on the side and make sure your fingers are nice and spread, looking nice and gentle. Have it on the side. Another one is when you move your hand to the corner and hold the clutch in this direction. So it's kind of a bit tilted, also very easy to do. Same thing, you can step, you can just stand, and so on. One of my favorite positions with the clutch is right next to your face. Let's say if you have an editorial where you actually need to present just the bag, the best way to sell it is next to your face because your face is the selling point. So having a clutch right next to your face and having this specific hand position is probably the most selling. The classical version of holding a clutch, it's obviously like this, especially if you have a giant clutch that needs to be held under your armpit. Same thing, hold it on the side and just do the step, cross it over. You can even put your other hand on top, posing with it. Let's go to the next. Now, let's talk about shoulder bag. Shoulder bags are so trendy nowadays. Everyone has a really cool, nice shoulder bag. This is actually one of my favorite shoulder bags from New York, and it's called Vera Feet. Highly recommend, my personal favorite right now. So, very easy movement, same thing, hold it on the side, by the handle. Actually, it's very important thing is that some clients really like when you hold the bag pretty sturdy, just like this. So just make a vision that the bag has a weight. But some clients don't mind your gentle fingers and having your bag holding in an airy motion. Then the classical way is probably to put on a shoulder. As you see, if you just relax your hand, it will definitely cover most of it. So I will suggest to push the bag a bit back and have it mostly visible. Then you can also turn back and show the bag on the back of you. Also very great position. Same thing, use your hand on a strap and show off the back. Then another great position is where you place your hand on top of it. Make sure you don't have a big sleeve that would also cover it, but if you don't, just place it right here. Same thing, step, step, pose. Now, let's talk about crossbody bag. I have this beautiful Chanel bag that I got for my son's delivery, the push present. It's actually my only classic flap. This is the version of crossbody, but short strap kind of bag. So same thing, put it across your shoulder. If you decided to place it on the left side, opposite way of your light, then definitely turn to the side. Have your hands in the back, very cool way. Since you don't have to actually hold the bag, you have more freedom with your hands. You can easily hold the strap, have both hands holding it, or, of course, place it on top, relax in it, Make it as natural as possible. And of course, one of the most important ways of doing this particular bag is facing to the light, as I mentioned before. So we're gonna change the place, and then you can easily look forward because bag is perfectly lighted. Same thing, use your pockets, make it nice and cool, have your hand in your hair, maybe even pick it up. Make it as natural as possible. Move in your positions. Remember, moving is the key. And now let's talk about big brief bag. So in this case, I'm also gonna show you the shoulder position where you place any long strap on your shoulder and then you have to pose with it. Same thing, if you're placing against the light, then turn to the side. Make sure that the bag is fully lighted. Same thing, hold it, cross hands, very good positions, even putting your hands in the jeans, great position, holding on the side, and so on. Another great position that I really enjoy with the big bags is holding it as a clutch. Very great alternative. You can still mostly see the bag because you're only covering the side. There's all the logos and everything that you want to show off. Hold the strap, do this and that and this. And the most classical way is holding down below. We already spoke about it with a backpack, but I'm gonna show you again. Do the steps, don't be shy, hold it in the middle, both hands, maybe one hand to the side, maybe like that, maybe like that, maybe like that. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my new episode on how to pose and learned something new. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Remember that your interaction with this video makes me real happy, and it also signals that you like my content. So, see you next time.